And I want to go back to Game 7 of that Boston versus Miami series, Theodore.
You want to do the Jimmy Butler shot?
Yes, because I've been reading stuff on Twitter, looking at the sports radio pundits talk, and I've been growing angry at this. So please interject all you want. I'm going to give you the psychology of what goes into that shot and why Jimmy Butler took that three as opposed to maybe driving, getting fouled, or scoring a 2 to tie it and potentially take it to overtime.
Right.
As a scorer, a leader, they're only in that position because of Jimmy Butler. Agree or disagree?
Yeah, agree.
Okay. They were down 15 points. They had scored 13 points in a matter of a minute and a half to close within 2. So they were completely gassed just to get into that ball game.
Yeah.
Now, if I'm Jimmy Butler, I am assessing this in real time, by the way, because I'm the man. I've got to look at the eyes of my teammates. Do I think we have enough? If this was to go into overtime. Now, remember, you're processing information like this. And when he gets the ball, the rebound, and he goes coast to coast, this is what he's thinking. I easily probably could have drove on Al Horford, who's a great defender, who's been an all-NBA defender, who can guard shooting guards and point guards. Or I could pull up for this three, potentially go up one, and put the pressure on them to score or whatever to take the lead. For people who have never laced up a shoe, bounced the ball, for them to say that's a bad shot, it just lets you know what idiots they are. Now, again, I will say this. At home, most of the time, you go for a tie and take it to overtime and let the crowd, that will kind of fuel you. But in this particular instance, the Heat had expended so much energy just to get back in the ball game. I'm just thinking, personally, there's no way they would have had enough to hold off Boston if it was to go to overtime. If he would have scored 2 points, got fouled, and they would have went to overtime. I don't think they would have won that game in overtime. You go for the kill shot when you have the moment. The kill shot was the three. It was a clear three, and I know his statistics aren't great, but I would live and die with Kevin Durant, LeBron James, Jimmy Butler, Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson, whomever, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown. I would live and die with those guys taking a kill shot, knowing all the circumstances that I just kind of told you. That's why I think that's a great shot. For people to say that was a bad shot, you've got to assess everything in real time as it's going. People don't understand that and the pressure that goes into that. I thought and think that was a great decision by Jimmy Butler. Go for the kill shot because you had nothing left. If you miss it, we know they're on vacation right now. If you make it, we're setting up a preview of them versus Golden State in the finals. That's my take on it. Being in that position over a bajillion times, 19.9 points over 18 years, Theodore. That's why I come up with that point.
And look, exactly. You've been in the moment, so you speak from experience. But I wanted you taking the shot. With Jimmy Butler, he can beat Al Horford off the dribble. If you get a pull-up jumper, you're going to get that shot off. I thought Jimmy Butler was going to do a hesitation, blow by him. Now it's tied. Celtics call a timeout. Crowd's going crazy. Let's go over here. Let's get ready. We're going to put the pressure on them. If he misses the shot, then it's over. I thought it extended just a little bit. Now I'm going to put pressure on a rookie coach in the moment. Is Jason Tatum going to step up? Who's going to step up? And if we don't, we go into overtime. On our home floor, we'll get some energy from the fans. Jimmy looked good with the shot as well, Reg. Like it wasn't an awkward shot.
Right, it wasn't, no. And he had space to shoot it.
Yes, he did.
All valid points you set up. My only thing is when you say blow by Al Horford.
Al's backing up. He's on his heels, Reg.
Like it was Daniel. Al Horford is a great defender.
He's on his
for a
heels.
big.
He's backing up. He's on an island. Jimmy Butler is going to blow by.
Which is why it was a walk-in three. It was a walk-in three for Jimmy Butler. I get your valid takes, but I don't think they had enough in the tank. If he gets by, blows by Al Horford, ties it up, or gets fouled, makes 2 free throws, and they go to overtime, I don't think the juice of that building, because they were a one-man band the last 2 games. They really were. Yeah. And it was all Jimmy Butler.
Well, Lowry played well.
Yes, the last 2 games.
Yes. Yeah. But you're right. I mean, that team, healthy, gets to the finals, in my opinion.
I agree.
But, Bam Adebayo is a guy. Why are we always surprised when Bam Adebayo has a good game? Like, we're like, hey, Bam went for 26 and 9. He should be going for these numbers.
Thank you.
Duncan Robinson, where are you?
Yeah. Well, Duncan Robinson was out. It was all about Max Strus. Duncan Robinson never played at all. I think the second half of the season.
Crazy. Should they have reviewed that 3-pointer by Strus?
Did his feet actually touch it? I thought he pulled a Sean Elliott. I thought he was hovering over it. Look, that's the age of.
Well, they had to see enough to overturn it. But my problem is there has to be a time limit on when you can review something.
I agree. I think too much time had gone by.
Yes.
Because there were so many possessions. They went to timeout, and when they came out of timeout, Van Gundy was explaining, whoa, that's a big play. They took that 3 off by Strus. I mean, things like that matter in the big picture when it comes down to closing time.